So, as you may have noticed from last episode, the whole entire thing died. I was 4.5 hours into building this thing. So I just went ahead and spent my last night finishing it up. And, I haven't slept. So, thanks for that, Sims. I haven't slept at all. I may have nodded off for a few sets of 5 seconds today. It's super duper loud. Oh my goodness. Alright. Okay, so, let me... Okay, so here is... Where's the... Here's the front gate. So you'll notice that the landscaping is slightly different. I've learned from my mistakes. It's all good. But essentially, everything is where it was. I've added some stairs here. I found some alien mushrooms to sneak into the garden patches, which is quite nice. It is quite nice. Click. We now know April. So we just walk around here, and there's a little barbecue pit, and I assume this is for dogs. A bunch of dog stuff lined up in a row. We don't have a dog, we have a cat. But once upon a time, that was a dog. Once upon a time. And then there's the hoof, whatever it is, the horseshoe, which is attached to the hoof, and then the monkey bars, and then the floating clothesline. Now, I made an assessment here. No matter where I put it, the clothesline floats, so it could just do that wherever it likes. I wanted it down here. Here's this thing here. It's sing together. Oh, it's love day. Oh god. Let me go into build mode. That's less disturbing. Okay. So here is the garden patch. And I put patchy here, not because not because these are magical sims, but because in the story mode, Drake marries a magical sim, so having an enchanted patchwork kid here is highly beneficial. So I have this is obviously redone slightly because you can never do things twice. I've made these trees slightly less obnoxious. That being said, here's my nice little roof. It is now round. It's very pretty. So here's my little mausoleum, and you go down here. And I had a bit of problems with actually getting into my house. So what I had to do was ask April O'Neil over, essentially, and knock on the door. And when I was playing April, I was able to get into the house, and guess what? Everybody was in the house. So that was a good way of me fixing that problem, was go get somebody else to invite over. So here is the original guy. So he was actually a knight. He was a knight, and he did such a good job that the king bestowed this plot of land on him, and him being such a knight and a man of the people and such, they basically helped him build this castle. And this castle here is originally this old stone here. So some castles, it's a bit deep, but some creative because of anyway. Some castles are built so that your stairs into your abode are way off the ground. So in this particular case, the stairs were in the middle, and if you actually look, so there's a great big hole here where the Great Hall is. So if you just take a look at the flooring here, there used to be stairs, and so there used to be stairs down, just here and over here underneath these rugs, into this basement area underneath. So this basement here and this basement here, and this was great big hall, so that if there were people coming, they could basically knock out the stairs and they couldn't get into the castle. That is an approved medieval solution to problems. You'll notice there's a lot of castles just don't have your front door on the ground. As such, this front door isn't on the ground. I've had to build it up anyway, but that's besides the point. My idea was that the castle was on this great big hill, and it was a nice, gentle slope downwards, but because I got such a small plot, it's only what is it? It is 50 by 40, there you go. I don't know why this number keeps on changing. It was 315 earlier, now it's 275. I don't know what's going on, maybe that's depreciation. Who knows? It is peace and quiet. Something about this plot makes it great for reading. Sims understand more, so they gain skills faster from reading, and tense moods go away faster. So that my idea for this castle was basically they'd sit in and read their grandfather's journals, and they would do that. And it's not 0, but I can't, you can't edit that. Creepy, I don't know why. Creepy crawlies, because it's an old, like 400, 500-year-old castle. It's full of spiders. Just is. There's cracks and all such things. I'm not sure what this trait will actually do. And then bracing breezes, obviously. It's a big lot of land. You've got lots of air to breathe. Oodles of fresh air make for a bracing environment to exercise. It seems that some creepy pests have taken up residence here. Be prepared when they hit. You'll never see them coming because they're tiny. I don't know. Sounds interesting. Let's all freak out. These pots are different. I couldn't find the romance pots, so these are the pots, and everything's got spiders' webs on it. Here's the bird feeder in the garden here. This here, believe it or not, changed slightly, but it's still working up there, so that's all nice. It's a 4-bay barn. This is actually the passageway into the barn, because doors are also a thing. I didn't finish showing you the mausoleum. I got all excited, sorry. So basically we go in here, and then we go downstairs, because upstairs is the thing. We go down. I use these, not approved, but they're the closest thing I had to not being terrible. And so then you have all of these the urns, basically. That's Creative Sims limitations here. I can't just create a proper mausoleum where there are coffins and things like that. Just we have coffins, but they just don't work. Okay, so sorry. So basically we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17 generations before us, effectively. And yes, the numbers are different down below, because some people didn't come back. And that's just a statue. That is literally just a statue. It's not going to come alive or anything like that. It really isn't. I promise. Anyway, so there's a mausoleum. This here, it was a wishing well, but now I've just made it into a regular well, because I don't need that trouble, dude. This cleaned up nicer. This pathway is very nice. I've put some stairs in. That's the best stairs I could find for this cat door, which goes into this and this thing here. So what happened when I went to play this game? I couldn't get into my fridge because of this thing here wasn't going to let me, which was interesting. So here is the laundry with cat door. I'll put that there because just, geometrically didn't function in the kitchen. In the story, cat is, massive, wouldn't fit in the cat door, obviously. Cat wouldn't fit in the cat door. The cat's too big. And so then there's a lovely bathroom, and I use these wicker. So my idea is that wicker mats are very easily made. You can handcraft these. So my idea is that they were handcrafted and they're easily purchased at any time. So these are historically accurate in my opinion, and I'm not removing this logo away. So this here is actually an alien testing chamber plus some sort of water testing chamber, and so I've just put them together because that to me says hot water system. I've got a rover in here because robo thingy in here because of cat. I assume cat. Okay, so I have restored my collection here. It's slightly different. So here's the naughty Drake. He has no idea what he's doing. So here's the journal, the notes of the person who basically wrote all the protocols for the secret superhero headquarters. And here are some widgets. So that says from the criminal career. I imagine that they've rescued it from the career, because Drake isn't the first one to be a secret agent with these people in his family. So these have all been collected from his great. I'm not even going to go into it. One of his ancestors flew aeroplanes, so that's a thing of pride here with these people, for him especially. And one of his ancestors also ship captained a boat, so they've got, here's the boat picture. So we've got like some referential pictures here. I have two of these. Okay, fine, whatever. And there's the family mosaic, because that's a thing that happens here. Or can I please have my there's the not skull and crossbones, but armor and cross swords, and there's the first ancestor's armor that he rescued the king's daughter, and that there's an umbrella stand. Then we've got some, family portraits going on here. It's all nice. And then obviously because Drake was in the what am I saying? Cinematography. I don't have Get Famous pack, but if there was a Get Famous pack, I'd probably start playing this like at him being a teenager, and then I'd go into the Get Famous thing and then deal with all that. That would be both Drake and his mother. Okay, so this is the Great Hall, so isn't it lovely? Except for this painting, I don't know why. Can I... Weird. Never mind. Actually, I do mind. I mind too much. I thought I'd gotten them all. But obviously my eyes, or something along those lines of I don't know what I'm doing, happened there. Now they're all different again. So those paintings are from the Halloween pack. 6 for environment. So this is a very cool hole. Everybody wants to hang out in there. Here is my other little hole, which is very, very cool. It just goes straight in, and don't mind the cobwebs. And here is the very cool barn slash car garagey port thing. Okay, I found myself a horse, llama, whatever, just to commemorate the fact that there was horses in here once. And I'd like these to be hay, so gotta use your imagination. You can't interact with them anyway. So then his handy. I imagine this corner had a like a really old furnace and anvil. We don't have those in The Sims, so we must imagine other relative things. There's a little robot kit. I don't know if that's functional. Here's the lantern that they take outside. There's the door that refuses to work. Darts, because he has to work on his eyesight and honing his eyesight. Here's all the gubbins, survival essentials, so basically camping gear and things like that. And then of course you want your gardening stuff in the gardening place. So then if we go, I don't know why, it's this paneling that really hates that. So then through this door here, this door alone, do you go outside this lovely little sauntering little thingy, and into the path and into the mausoleum to say hello to you. Wow, it's so glitchy. Now what? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, and then there's a little bit of hill going on and trees, and then we're back to the prepared. I mean, this place is prepared for winter, for goodness sake. I don't know how good that is, but it's reasonably sheltered. And so then we're back out to the front with I imagine these stairs, like they used to be like an old way to get up to the bit in the middle. Remember, this great hall wasn't here. It used to be just a big hole in the hole between the supports of the castle. So the only thing left on this one is to have a look in these rooms. So you'll notice that there's a space in behind there. So there's no door for that because the castle is hallowed and magical in its own right, and if you don't need to go downstairs, you don't see the door. That's the rules. That's the castle rules. It's for your own good, dearies. Okay, so if we put Sims 3 camera on and I take a scoochie in here, or take a squiz. I'm scooching, but no, come back here. Okay, so anyway, so in the center room is the piano / TV room, and on this side here is the study / chess room. So I've got some nice, like a filing cabinet from days gone past, and a nice little bookshelf here, and a nice painting on this wall. Non-animal things, I don't know. Dogs playing poker. Okay, and in the music room we've got some music going on here. It's very nice. And then in the library we've got plenty of books to read. And then my sim proceeded to take a book out of this one. It was funny. And then he went and sat in the library anyway. So, that was... Can I have control of my... It's my fault for never playing The Sims 3, I guess. So, yeah. So, basically... that's a duck. So, anyway, the the library looks like that. It is quite nice. And once again, there's no door. I disagree with having the greenery in the house as well, though. Can I please not have greenery in the house? Whatever. I don't have move objects on anymore. So yes, and then these here. Pretty. Get rid of that one too. So, wonder what that does to the outside. Oh, tiny little hole is fine. Yes, so that's the first floor, and just as a note that I've put in this particular fireplace for the new. So this is a new, new quotation marks fireplace. These Victorian windows are new. There used to be no windows in the basement, because why would you put windows in the basement? Because that means that your bad guys can crawl into your windows, so you would not do that. So then we go up the stairs in here, and there's a little grandfather's clock, and so then it's still wood paneling and stuff like that. Some nice little paintings. So this first room off the landing is the art studio. Now, this is easily a bedroom, right? I mean, it's already sleeping in an ottoman, just in case you were knackered. So, no, please don't jump. Okay, so you need to do, from my understanding, can I, no, please, can I, these particular, so, she's already made a painting, but she was confident doing it. These things here don't activate until you've got a career going, and she's got the entertainment career at the moment because she's an entertainer. Okay, so then if we go to the next room and have a look in here, this here is, so this is following on the next fireplace off this chimney. There's a laundry day basket and a music machine, a little gramophone thingy. Not that these people are opposed to technology, but there's like no point in buying a new one if you've got an old one. And there's her vanity set. I originally had her with fan mail, but she's just put it away. She's good. She's fine. She's happy, and that's her vanity, and that's her and husband's bed. So I've given the husband a high voice and her a low voice. My idea was that the low voice kind of passed to him, but he's kind of got Drake has an oscillating voice from one to another. So he's like, sometimes he's high and sometimes he's low. So I personal preference, I've given him a low voice. So now his father has the annoying high-pitched voice, like Travis. If you just think of Travis. So then we go into Drake's bedroom. Now, this is Drake's bedroom, so it's right over the top of the front door. Which you'd think it was a good idea because now you're in the center of the thoroughfare, go straight to bed. But no. Because basically when you knock on that door, it goes all the way through, vibrates, and then you've got dirty laundry. The headache in the morning at 5 o'clock. And there's a journal again, so he's writing in his own journal, and there's his lunchbox. It's purple, and there's his fan mail. Direct from the fans. And there's his lunchbox. Lunchbox. That's his vanity. And so this is a new heater that they've put in. There's a push to the old one. Oh no, this is the old one, sorry. That's the old one. Okay, and so over here, I haven't even created the sim, but I've already created her stuff. But her suitcases precede her. This is Drake's suitcases. So he's come back with his comics and whatnot, and just put it into the corner, going, I don't know what to do with this at the moment, but it's mine. And so it's like, it's mine. No. He's good. So he's just put that in the corner there, and he'll deal with it when he's got time, because his life is so busy. Like, I kid you not, I've played these people for 2 days, and their lives are very busy. They all work, and it's just crazy. Like, Drake, well, I don't know, 1.5 days maybe. Two times of work. Can I go this way, please? No, okay, and so then here is the spare bedroom. Yes, what can we say about this bedroom? It's for storage, a lot of storage. Yeah, unassigned storage. Really, I love this rug though. It's just so cute. Notice that's a toddler bed though. And so, oh, by the way, so here is, can I go this way? So that's a spare area. So there's the old stairs have been done away with, and that's his yoga mat and his meditation. He's going to meditate. Here's the other robo cleaning thing. I have put in 2 full thingies of full bathrooms worth of bathroom material, because so downstairs there's no shower, right? And also notice that I've put all the plumbing on this one side of the castle. When you're going on the cheap, I know because my parents made a house, basically you want all your plumbing on one corner. Can you imagine, like, the pipe work? So they're all going to be like on this side. Now, I haven't really made a big fuss about the aesthetics of that. I've just gone and put them all on one side. And notice how, if this wasn't a toddler room, so they wanted that room over there, that's how they got it. But if they chose this toddler room, I probably would have put this is an ensuite type room, but it isn't, because nobody uses the room. It's functional. It's functionally that. So anyway, that's this toddler storage. Okay, so that, and there's the ottoman, and I didn't show you her beautiful, beautiful cupboard. So this, can I please have, right. So this cupboard here is from movie night. It comes in all sorts of weird colours. This is probably the most plain one. But I felt it's appropriate for Eleanor, because she's very creative, and she wants, like, creative things around her. So all the flowers are her doing, and she's so creative. She literally sometimes doesn't see where she's going. She walked right past her husband and her son, like, off in her own world, and, like, she'll go and, what's she doing? I don't know what she was doing. She just walked past them. It's like, hi, Mum. Anyway, I was like, that is so Eleanor. She's just, like, off in her own little world. She's busy. And I love these lights from Jungle Adventure. Those are the best lights. Like, I mean, if you make a statement about medieval stuff, you want candles. It really depends on the size of the building, and this particular building is giant. So, well, I'm quite happy with my with my candelabras. If it was a smaller place, I'd probably be looking at the sconces a bit more. So traditionally, the way that I have learned from Shadiversity, most of the light at night comes from the fire. And I know it's made of metal; it's not going to melt. It's fine. The lunchbox is not going to melt. Okay. This paneling here is over stone. This paneling here is not. So the front door is literally a hatchway down there. It's been sealed off, and the new staircase has been rendered. So that is the second floor. Chimney for the fireplace. Oh, and I put a smoke alarm above the science pit because this thing goes up in smoke more times than the barbecue. Okay, so we are now on the top floor, and we can say hello to the lovely flags. They ended up being red because I couldn't get these to match, and they need to match. I mean, I know that's my personal preference. Anyway, okay, so we've got old stone. Well, it's supposed to be old stone, but it wants to be crazy and do weird things. That is old stone. This is new stone of relative order. Old stone for the chimney. I'm just confused and all that. But so here are the other pictures. They didn't belong downstairs because they're just pictures, really. This is like of a garden, and that's like of a house. So my idea is that there was an architect in the family, and architecture doesn't particularly interest Drake. He is as interested as the person who lives in a renovated castle would be, but he's not that interested that he would make it a centerpiece, so he hasn't. Now here is the gym gear, and the immediate thing, I knock on the door with April, and the immediate thing is that the father is on the gym gear, which was kind of appropriate. Given that the father is... So if I had Strangerville, he'd be in the military career. So he's now a detective, which is slightly annoying because I don't like going to work. Although I have gotten up to level 2, so now I don't have to. And that's a guitar that Eleanor's been playing because she needs to do her entertainment career. I don't think these painting stacks activate until somebody goes into the painting career. It doesn't matter about your level. That's a music thing. That's another picture by Arthur Mallard. There's a prehistoric typewriter, a prehistoric camera, and a prehistoric gramophone. And then a relatively cheap violin. So that, and an archaeology table because it's a thing to do. Same with the massage, although that's really annoying. Popping up, oh, would you like a massage? I'm like, no. Picnic set and the flower arranging table. So nobody's into flower arranging today. Nobody's into archaeology today. However, one day there was. So, popping up, it's made of metal. This pops up, that pops up, but it generally goes down. Stop confusing me, table.